not everyone, but I know especially with my friends, we use kettles when we make tea. Some people do. My current host family, they do. I was like so surprised. But a lot of them here would put tea in a cup. I mean, put water in a cup and put it in the microwave. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, how's it? What kind? Now, in today's video, don't even panic. Don't be like, oh, but this is you, this is not true. This is my opinion, and this is just things that I've experienced in the few years that I've been here. I was here in 2016 for like a year and like 3 or 4 months. Then I went back home for 2 years, then I came back, and now I've been here for 2 years again. So I've lived in a few different states, New Jersey, New York, where else did I live? Colorado, now I'm in Bolton. Don't say that. Now I'm in the DMV area, and so I have encountered a few different things with people from a few different states. In this video, I'm going to talk about things South Africans do that annoys Americans. And the reason I said South Africans are not foreigners is because some of them are specifically to South Africans. So don't, as I said once again, don't attack me. This is just personal incidents that have happened to me and a few other South Africans. Number one, so I would always ask people, and I didn't realize this, is that I'd be like, hey, so how old are you? You know, back home it's so normal for you to be like, how old are you? Oh, by the way, I'm so sorry for the noise. The AC is literally right here above my head. So if you guys hear noise, I'm so sorry. But anyway, back to number one. I would always say, oh, how old are you? I literally found that people would be like, what do you mean, how old am I? Or they would try to dodge the question. For example, somebody would be like, oh, my birthday's coming up. And I'd be like, oh my God, how old are you turning? And they'd be like, what? Or like, it just becomes part of a conversation, especially when you're speaking to people. Whereas here, everyone's like, hey, I'm Jack, what job do you do? People ask here more about like, what job do you do? And I couldn't even remember back home because I was like, when we ask back home, unless you're like really comfortable with the person or you've been hanging out with the person for a while or something, well, not even for a while, like if you've been having this conversation for a while, then you're like, oh, what do you do, by the way? You know, that kind of stuff. Whereas here, it's like people ask about your job so casual, but age, nobody wants to really say their age, which I find so weird. I'm gonna take up these glasses because like honestly speaking, it's like reflecting and it's annoying me. Okay, there's my pretty face. Number two, apparently South Africans are very social. A lot of people have said that we tend to like to hug, we're very affectionate, we love like social gatherings. And I was like, we are a people's country. We love nice things, we love turn-ups. Like, look at our December, the whole country shuts down. And I was like, we are social people. And I didn't realize that until I got here that not everyone's like that. As a country, we just like to gather and have turn-ups and parties all the time. Number three is not everyone, but I know especially with my friends, we use kettles when we make tea. Some people do. My current host family, they do. I was like so surprised. But a lot of them here would put tea in a cup. I mean, put water in a cup and put it in the microwave. We use kettles, and some people are like, kettle is a waste of time. Like my American friends are like, kettles are a waste of time because why, when the microwave can do the exact same thing, you just can save money. You can just put water in the cup, put it in the microwave, and it is what it is. And I'm like, no, it tastes so much better with a whole kettle. It's just amazing. I don't know how to describe it, but why would I put like water in the microwave and put it in the, I mean, yeah, water in a cup and in the microwave, but each to their own. Number four, and I remember like not my previous, but I had like I think the first two. I'm not gonna say which one to be safe, but the mom was so irritated the ones because her sister-in-law, who by the way she gets along with, rocked up with gifts for her kids because the sister was away but didn't say. And I was there, and the mom was like, oh my gosh, she's so inconsiderate. She just rocked up with gifts. How could she come? And I was like, what? And so number four is hospitable. We're very like accommodating. I know back home, I could just rock up at my auntie's house and be like, hey, Tiffy, how are you? I was in the neighborhood. Or even if I wasn't in the neighborhood, she'd be like, welcome me with open arms and like try and make something for me to eat. So say there's stuff in the fridge or you know, that kind of stuff. Whereas here, I realize you can't just rock up at like people's house or just family. Let me just say family. With strangers, maybe you can't, yeah, fine. But even back home, just think about it, like my best friend's houses and some of my friends' houses, I could just rock up and be like, yo, I'm coming over, or like I'm at your gate, kinda. was here, that's not it. Like, they're not hospitable. Some people also just, I don't know, it's just a whole different environment. Let's just put it that way without bashing down the country. Number 5, South Africans are loud and proud about their country, which I don't get, because somebody was like, recently with the whole looting that was happening and the stress, they were like, then why don't you go back to your country if you're so stressed about it? And I was like, first of all, that's insensitive. Second of all, because I love my country and I will always talk about South Africa, it doesn't mean I hate other countries. Like, it got nothing to do with other countries. I just love being South African. It doesn't mean because I love my country, now I must not visit other countries or not stay in other countries or not do stuff in other countries. And so some Americans find it very offensive that you constantly talking about your home country, or you love your home country so much. Well, in my case, I love South Africa so much. And they're like, just why don't you go back? Which Americans are quick to say, go back. But I've always been like, listen, I love my country. I acknowledge that this is America, and I actually learned this from Americans, because Americans love America. I literally, when I was just like, oh my gosh, these people live, breathe, they would die for their country. And because of that, I've also learned to love my country. Hence why I have a whole t-shirt range, merch, online store, because I really love my country, but it doesn't mean I love other countries less, or I despise other countries. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. And so that is it for my little list today. Once again, this is just my personal experience and just certain things that I've come across. It may not be yours may be different. And what are your little incidents that you find Americans find annoying about South Africans? Comment that down below, because to be honest, I'm sure we annoy them. As much as they may annoy us, we definitely annoy them. I know that for sure, let's be honest here. But I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay safe. Bye!